Welcome back, Wolfpack. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm gonna do the cards that I picked out yesterday. Cause I feel the need to, or I'm just bored. Alright. So we're starting out with the love card. Spirit Path of the South, partnerships, unconditional love, nation. Sorry if my voice was a little shaky yesterday. For some reason I felt really anxious. So yeah, let's see. I feel like my voice is usually shaky though, so oh well. It'd be like that. So number 37. Wow, I flipped right to it. Alright. This card can signify finding your soulmate or ultimate life partner. Look at that. If you are already involved, this is an opportunity to revive and strengthen your current partnership. So maybe you need to focus more on long-term goals, or maybe it's a proposal, or maybe moving in together, or making things official if you're just dating, little things, but little things are big things. So I'm happy for you. Good shit. The energies of the hummingbird are all around you in as the purest love blossoms in your heart. There's a lot of love around. There's a lot of love. Be excited, be happy, take it in. Have the courage to share this new feeling with others, okay? There's a lot of love. Just share, give it. Don't be afraid to. Sometimes we feel like we should be very serious, or oftentimes we've been taught to be serious, to not have a smile on our face. But don't be afraid to share that smile. Don't be afraid to talk about your love and your relationship, especially if it's good, Like, even if it's not going so well, talk about it. But especially if it's going well, express that, because you gotta spread that joy and kind of shine that light that there is hope in love, that not all relationships are toxic or negative or this or that, Let the emotion flow through you, feeding your very essence with the life-giving force of unconditional love. Let that shit flow. Don't hold, whenever you restrict something from flowing, it's gonna get dammed up and it's gonna make things really bad. Not really bad, it kind of depends on the situation, but it won't go very well, So pay attention to that. What do you need? What do you want? And express that love, Show that compassion, To me, they don't seem to be holding back. They seem to be expressing their love, even if they're far apart. So this could mean separation for twin flames or soulmates, And I feel like the medallion or whatever is in the middle there might be like a child, or it could be a business or something as such, And there's a lot of symbols around, so it could be kind of symbols of love, right? Kind of some types of connections or memories replaying in the back of your mind. Fantasies, some dreams. It's a very beautiful card, and they both seem very powerful. I feel a little bit of insecurity though, with the one right here in the eyes. It looks a bit insecure to me. This one seems pretty fierce, a little bit angry, maybe. If it's separation, it could be that this one's angry that this person isn't talking to them right now, or they're impatient, But that's just because this person is insecure right now, and doesn't have time to feed to this person, you know? Like, the person running away is focused on themselves and their spiritual journey and trying to figure things out there rather than focus on a relationship, because that's not something they need right now at this moment, because everything happens at divine timing. So this person needs to kind of chill and continue to focus on themselves, because I feel like they're very strong. They just need to take a chill pill. Love has often been compared to a miracle. The power of love has often been shown to heal the deepest wounds and to give people the power to accomplish amazing things. We do anything for love. And I feel like that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, you know? Like, I just want to show y'all the sky outside. It looks real nice. We do anything for love. And we're very compassionate, you know? Oh. Yeah, love is the universal language, you know? That's something we all speak, no matter what we've been through, no matter how many times our heart has been broken, or how many times our heart has shattered, or just feels empty or turned to black, you know? I recommend listening to Poor Heart by Yuna, Yuna. It's a really good song. It'll probably help you. And Unrequited Love, also by Yuna. They're very powerful songs, very powerful messages in there. It helps you stay strong, you know. For the moment, do not worry about the future of your relationships. Just follow the path of your heart and see where it takes you. So maybe you're too focused on getting that text. Maybe you're too focused on moving in, or what the relationship, like the course of the relationship will take, you know, or just a lot of things. But just focus on yourself, focus on your goals, focus on what you're doing right now, because focusing on that, you'll be able to have a stable foundation for the future or whatever's to come. So just do that. Don't stress about things that aren't there. And even if you do feel like you're stressing out, just call upon the universe, call upon your spirit guides, call upon the angels, call upon God, whatever you believe in, whatever you trust, whatever you have faith in. Call upon it and give them your worries. Say, you know what, I'm feeling pretty stressed. I was wondering if I could get some help to feel a little bit less stressed, or just feel less, or just not feel stressed at all, you know. So just talk to them like a regular person, you know, like you would do a regular person. Once we have been touched by a miracle of unconditional love, our lives are never the same again. That's true. Love really opens up your heart and makes you excited for life. I feel like being brokenhearted kind of molds you into a protective state. Like, you know, our heart chakra's right here. And when we are in defensive or afraid of, we need to protect ourselves, we kind of show in. That's why my shoulders go in like this a lot. Or when we're scared, we go like this, you know. It's body language is very important. So if you could do some research on that, that'd be fucking fantastic, because then you could figure out why certain parts of your body are the way they are. Maybe you feel certain pains in certain parts of your body because of this blockage. Not really blockage, I won't say blockage. Subconscious belief. Don't believe in a blockage, because that belief is malignant. So just think of it as a subconscious belief that you need to terminate. The moment we place any conditions on our love, it represses and rejuvenates us rather than rejuvenates us. So maybe you're holding a lot of expectations and whatnot. So maybe just kind of expect less. Have high hopes, but expect less, you know? I'm really thirsty. I try to drink as much water as I can, but I still end up real thirsty. I don't understand. Because I just woke up. It's like 6 in the morning. Learn to give love selflessly, not for any rewards, but just out of the pure joy of giving. So personally, I've been expecting a lot from this person, or expecting a text. And I feel like I'm not giving, you know. I'm kind of just expecting a lot, trying to receive and whatnot, trying to take, but I'm not giving anything. Or at least that's how I feel, but I feel like I am, because at the same time I do pray for them and I do hope they're doing well. So I feel like I need to balance that a bit more. Or maybe not expect as much and just give more, instead of expecting that text or whatever it is I'm expecting, you know? I say that because maybe you're going through the same thing. Not trying to be egotistical or whatever. This card represents a great potential for happiness. So maybe you have to open up your heart chakra, because I know I do. I have to work on my heart chakra, my heart space, because I have been hurt a lot. And there's a lot of things that I need to get over. But the past is in the past. I am safe now. So maybe that's something you have to remember. Bless me. The prayer is, as I begin the gentle process of opening my heart to others around me, guide me, Great Spirit, so that I may learn to love unconditionally and experience the greatest miracle of life. Life is a miracle. Everything is a miracle. Like, nothing should exist, but it does. You know what I mean? Everything shouldn't exist, but it does. Think about it. Play on words. All right. We got spirit, self, trust, personal space, openness, faith, number 36. In case you have to look at that. So again, it feels like there's a lot of anger in one card, or a lot of frustration maybe, a kind of sadness because there isn't a message, or something isn't going the way they're expecting, but maybe they're not communicating that. Like, if you're in a relationship already, maybe you aren't communicating enough with your partner about your expectations, or about where you plan to go next, you know? So maybe you gotta communicate with your partner, because they seem to not know what's going on, you know? They're kind of in the shadows in this aspect of your life. So take things into consideration, take it into your own hands, and talk to them. Open up. And for those of you who are in separation, as I am, try to expect less and just focus on yourself and grow more. That person will come when it's divine timing, when it's time. So just don't get caught up over spilled milk. Just because they're not there right now doesn't mean it's not a good time for you. It's a beautiful time because you get to grow. You get to focus on yourself and your growth and your business and whatever you need to do, whatever you're focused on right now, whatever goals you need to meet, you know? Still open right to it. Each of us has an area around us we consider our personal space. So it could be setting boundaries. Maybe you need to set some more boundaries around yourself, or you need to go out more instead of staying inside so much, you know? Like yesterday I went to the beach, and I feel like staying outside of myself, like playing with the water and kind of just, you know, chilling, it really calms you down. So maybe you need to ground yourself because you're ready to go. You kind of need a break from whatever you're going through to really focus on what it is you need for that personal space, you know? Like spending time with yourself overall. maybe you need to take time to just focus on yourself and stop hanging out around people that don't deserve you or people you don't deserve in your life, you know. Set some boundaries, set expectations or standards, not expectations. Set standards because obviously you deserve better. Once violated, our capacity to trust and love becomes compromised. And that can be really hard to like open up again, but you have to do it because the point of life isn't to stay stuck in the dark. It's just go back in the light. So the darkness comes and goes every now and then, you know. The light shines every now and then. So you kind of have to find a balance. Appreciate the darkness, appreciate the light. You have to go with the flow, okay? The ocean takes before it gives. So pay attention to what's being taken from you and what you may receive. Pay attention. So before you focus on the future, maybe reflect on the past and be like, yo, what did I lose? Or what was taken from me? Not what did I lose? What was taken from me? We pull back from others, widening the parameter of space we use to protect ourselves. So maybe it's a time to really kind of cut things out of your life that are unnecessary. That way you aren't in this unhealthy balance, you know. 1616. That just popped up. I don't know if y'all need to search that up. If we have the sad misfortune of being repeatedly abused or violated, then the process of learning to trust again can be a long and painful one. But you can heal. Whatever happened in the past is not your fault, but it's your responsibility to heal from it. So be grateful that you can take that into your hands and be like, yo, like I can heal. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. But in the meantime, bitches lean time. Unfortunately, as long as we have that, have on that armor on, then we can never fully live. That song is called Lean With Me by Juice WRLD, by the way. Receiving and giving is part of our very essence and is needed for our survival and growth. So don't think that you don't deserve love just because you've been screwed over so many times. Don't think that you're not deserving of love just because of that, because all of that happened for a reason. It was to teach you a lesson. No matter how big or small that issue was, it still was there to teach you something. Maybe you're a spiritual, maybe you're a light being, light worker like me. So you had to experience a lot of darkness in order to bring a lot of light to certain aspects in the world. Like I've been, trigger warning, let's just say abused for now. I've been abused by many people throughout my life, and it's been very difficult, and I've been abused in all forms. So it's been a very bumpy ride, but you know, I know it taught me a lot, because now I can understand what Mother Earth goes through, because she is taken advantage of every single day, and that's even painful to feel and think about. But she keeps going. She keeps growing plants. She's amazing, you know. So there you go. I love you, Gaia. Unfortunately, as long as we have the armor on, we can never fully love, and we're deserving of love. So we have to take that armor off and set boundaries instead of, you know, like yesterday, it was, I'm gonna probably cut this video off after this card, that way it doesn't get cut off again, like yesterday. I lost my train of thought. Let's see. Yeah. So yesterday I was talking about maybe abusive drugs, abusive alcohol or sex, so things like that. It's maybe setting moderation, you know, like what is it that I need versus what I want. Just like, I'm not against smoking or anything, but if you smoke too much and you're dependent on it, then that's something that's an issue. That goes for a lot of things, you know, whatever applies to you. So if you're dependent on something to kind of escape, that's not good. But if you're using it for the right reasons, like maybe you're feeling happy, so you're like, oh, let me smoke, then go ahead. Or if it's kind of in a moment kind of thing, then go for it. But if it's to escape whatever reality you're in or whatever pain you're facing or whatever you're feeling, then that's not good for you. That's not a coping mechanism that you want to develop, you know, something that you want to keep, not a habit that you want, because it's really just unhealthy and it's not going to bring you peace. It's not going to bring you joy and happiness. So think about that. Receiving and giving love is a part of our very essence and is needed for our survival and growth. To live without love leads to a cold and lonely existence. We're here to make connections. We're here to love. We're here to experience life. We're here to bring light to the world. So don't think that you are undeserving of love. You are deserving of love. Things are just happening at a pace, or you're in a place where you think you are undeserving, but you really are. So step into that light, walk in the light, okay? Don't let the devil screw you over, okay? The devil's just lonely and he needs company, but he doesn't know how to express himself, so he takes and takes and takes because he's empty inside, but he doesn't focus on himself, you know? He's not healing himself. He's just another person. Like, there's this verse I need to find. I'll put it in the next video. But yeah. To live with, yeah. We all need someone we can trust and share our heart with. Because there's a lot that goes on. Like, even if you're having a happy day, you want someone to share that shit with. So why not accept that kind of love? I want to show y'all outside again because it's hella nice out. I have such a good view. Begin to develop a relationship of trust with yourself and Great Spirit first, because you can't trust other people if you don't trust yourself. Now is the time to surrender and release your doubts and anxieties to a higher purpose. Like I said earlier, you kind of just got to pray. No, you do. If you want. Obviously, I don't know if praying is your thing. Maybe just writing things down and writing it out is something that helps you, or reading to get some more knowledge and acceptance of what is going on, because through other people's stories we can really accept what's going on and realize that we're not as alone as we think we are. I'm just thinking about Beowulf, the book or poetry, whatever it's called. I'm just like, wow, that's a good one, because I was doing schoolwork on that. I don't know why that came to mind, but maybe it's relevant to someone that needs to read it and interpret that story. If we can have faith and trust in the Creator's plan, then we begin the process of healing our wounds and gently over time expose our true self to others. I'm going to read it again. If we can have faith and trust in the Creator's greater plan, then we begin the process of healing our wounds and gently over time expose our true self to others. So if you're too focused on the losses or too focused on the pain, you're not going to be able to accept. So you got to give that pain to the Lord, give that pain to the universe, give that pain to the heavens, whatever you believe in, whatever you trust in the most. Like even the ocean, you could say, if you don't really have anything that you believe in, you know. Or just write it out, like I said earlier. Look at the areas of your life where you are holding yourself back due to mistrust. Take this first step by learning to love and accept yourself for who you really are. Who are you? Figure it out. Because there's an issue. We all focus on the outside of ourselves, you know? We've been focused too much on the outside instead of the inside. We have inner conflicts, inner demons, but we've been too focused on trying to receive and receive and receive and receive, that we're not giving and really receiving what we truly need, okay? The prayer is, help me, Creator, to surrender to the light of your love. Once I learn to love and value myself, I will be willing to accept into my life only that of which is for my highest good. That was beautiful. So I'm going to do a part 2 because I don't want this video to get cut off. And I also want to find that picture of that Bible verse because I think it's really relevant. So I'll see y'all in the other video.